Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, everybody. We're back in court at last. It's going to be the final day of this final trial. And we have to see how well we do. It could go well, it could go bad. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. We've all agreed he's innocent, so why the fucking heck are we still here? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. And the defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory of this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today, but like his namesake. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2 trailer on the day. Okay, so we get to actually call her out. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am the producer at Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer Studio 2. As everybody knows, yes? I dislike meaningless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I am not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Not on the witness stand, I hope, though. Okay, let's see what she's got. Entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at, hang on a minute, 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I I'm not going well with this accent, am I? Sal and I ate T-bone steaks at the table in front of the trailer. Okay, I've got to really work on it. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. Okay, I gotta remember all the timings from yesterday, actually. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Ah, I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with the monkey's head toppling over. How would you know about that? I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Okay. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Let us press her on this. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Oh. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. Okay, we know this one. We've had this evidence before. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Well, come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said for you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Okay, so... And when exactly was that? I have forgotten. Oh. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 p.m. and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was some between those times. You would think. Oh, come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Okay, so she said the van. Oh, right. Fatigue, so I had Sal take. I gotta make sure to press on everything, because there's always tiny bits of evidence here. Oh, yes, okay. It means just what I said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think I needed to press on that one, actually. We know this. I wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere. Okay. So, press her on that. Okay, let's just press on everything, right? And what were you doing during that time? Do not eat your disc. It irritates me. Yeah. Mr. Oops. It was 15-minute break. Sal and I ate 2 T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. And how good were those steaks? Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? I mean, someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat that T-bone steak. If I have some evidence to prove she didn't... Oh, wait, Sal said he ate both. Okay, hang on. Sal did say he ate both. Okay, hang on. Present. What was there to present, though? An employee area. Oh, there was something. I'm sure there was something. I don't know. What can I present? I don't know if this is going to work at all. I don't know how to present this. Because I know that Sal said he ate 2. Let's see. Block the path. How did they get around there in the van in the first place? Oh no, that's right. They took her to the trailer in the van. Okay. Okay, let's try this anyway. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
Well, what is this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee's area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, do I need to remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Fascuse and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Ooh, here we go. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. Oh, great. That's how I prove it. The plates were bare. Miss Fascuse? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone as well! That's, You ate a bone steak, you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator.
I see. Then, what was Miss Fascuse doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Well, it's probably picking on Salmonella. Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Yay, we got her on the ropes, I think. I got a feeling she's gonna turn this around though.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Fascuse left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Oh wow, she looks really angry about this. I mean, if I was accused of being a murderer on the stand, I'd be like, what? I'm really confused. I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Oh, yes. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim whatever he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worried today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a little battle of wits, you and I. Very well. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Oh. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use such a heavy weapon as a spear as a weapon? You couldn't. No, I don't think... I think you would have had a pretty great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? I mean, that's true, it was duct taped.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I mean, I would kind of feel like I should just show that off itself, but... I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume of this through the chest? When it's broken, obviously.
Order, order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? And think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Oh, are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Oh, I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
I think it's this. I think we had a reenactment. Look at this photo. Dun dun dun.
What is this?
Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at...
That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
Oh wow, this is going awfully well.
Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This is the photograph from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Oh, what? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened a second time. Has happened again. Oh, yes.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Steve Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. He pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Although whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I could not say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. That's quite right, precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died in the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? I mean, she's got an army of guys in suits. You could easily have done it. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Would Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, and then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. Oh, and there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
I think I know that one. It's a van. Presents! Yay, you've got a van. You got a man with a van. Miss Fescuse, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. I don't know why she's so surprised by that. She told us all about the thing herself. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Perfect. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One, and then before anyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Oh. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Ooh, that's a good point. Oh, I don't know. No, he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So, without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, and then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. Oh. Huh? I was kidding. To lighten up the proceedings. Lighten? Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder.
Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course Sal Manella had to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There was no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. Oh wow, that went easier than I expected. Oh. Everyone else is slightly as confused as I am. So, what happens next? Huh? Don't hurt me. Don't you have anything to say? Oh, what would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean Steve Askews? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Everyone's so confused. I mean, who can say? Huh? But are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Jack Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Oh, we're not done yet. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? Oh,
That is... What?
order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course. It's as the witness says. Certainly, it seems very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. Out of the country, as fast as I can. Don't question me, don't stop. Oh, I wanted to testify again. No, I don't feel like I'm gonna get anything from that. It's always the thing I never expected to be. No further questions, Vasquez. No, you did. I gotta follow it up. Miss Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. That's a fair point. Did you do it? No.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not sure that question helped this court in getting any closer to a verdict.
What do I do now? Testify again. Okay, I would like you to testify again.
Testify? Again?
No, when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I could only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I were to say it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Ooh, damn. Damn it. I've come so far, only to fail. She's good. She just has to not say anything.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Oh. Edgeworth!
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. No, I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Wait, he's trying again! I love him. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I am your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He'd probably realise she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always got a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth, he's a tricky soul. Okay, after finding the body, we're still at it. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Okay, that seems a lot of nothing.
I see no issues raised in this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're real close. Maybe I can tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Cross-examination, the final frontier. Okay, so when we found the body, press her on that one. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 p.m. for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you, Mr. Manella, arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costumes, mind you. Press harder! I like pressing harder. Were the other employees? Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Ooh, well, then you could have put Hammer into that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen when people say what they're saying, boy. Boy?
The witness shall continue his testimony.
The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Okay. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yes? Yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Okay, we'll back off on this one. You'll just blow off anything I had to say anyway. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Okay, so called the police. What was everybody else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Everyone's feeling a bit, morbid. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Should someone do something to lighten up the mood? The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated. Press her on that one. Oldbag, the security lady. Oh. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said it was because she saw him going towards the trailer. Right, the Steel Samurai. Let's press harder on that one. Did the detectives arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detectives that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She is not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. That's very true. And why were you left out of the proceedings? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seemed that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. That's kind of important, but you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were all in the meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covering up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince anyone they didn't require questioning. Why can't I just say about that? Okay, back to... Oh wait, no, she can't have gone back to the studio. The script's in your directions notes? Yes, they were quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to the Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who would think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well, Miss Fescuse, please continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seemed really off. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Fescuse said she didn't bring the scripts because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? You would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yeah, I was about to say that too. Phoenix, you idiot, why didn't you spot that?
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move.
Because you prosecute the baddies, and she's a baddie.
Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Fescuse, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. The prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you have misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I mean, yes, there was a good reason, because she had seen him hurt his foot. Yes. Okay. How did you know about this injury? How did I know? Well, he told me. Tell the director. That is very true. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go right back to the end there. Immediately called the police, then power showed up, the security lady closed all bags, saying he did it. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer. Now... block the... oh, yeah, okay. So, block the path to the scene of the crime between 2 and 4. They cleared it and they moved over there. Okay. How do I do this? How do I do this? Is there a photograph? Is there something dragging one leg? What is it? What is it? What am I missing? I knew that Hammer was injured. Hammer? Wait, Powers? How do I do this? What bit of evidence? Wait. No, what piece of evidence do I need? What is it? Pierced through the chest by a spear. Oh, what is the piece of evidence I need to show? I need to prove it. I'm gonna try this. Yay! You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Or, where? Yay, caught her in her own lie.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh, I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah.
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And then he fell on a spike by himself. And Mr. Hammer was in the suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Oh. Yay, caught her in a lie, caught her in a lie.
Order, order, I will have order.
Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. We're so close. Oh, very well. I have a question for you. Oh, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he had fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Why do I have to prove that she had a motive? You arrested Will Powers without any motive at all. Can I prove it with the evidence that I've got? I don't think so. There's just that photograph, isn't there? Oh, could it be something else? I don't think I can prove it. Nick, no! Saying you can't prove it now would be admitting defeat. You'll get away. But what proof could I possibly have? I don't care if it's impossible. You still have to fight this one. Okay. I have proof, and I will show it to you. I present the court the evidence to Miss Vasquez' motive to murder. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? So... It's gotta be the old photograph, hasn't it? This is my proof. Okay, I think we got it right.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive to this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day 5 years ago. Oh. Ironically, even though that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall, he fell from stardom. His guilt weighed on him, is no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly there was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Miss D. Vasquez and not the other way around.
Oh my god, if she pulls her hair off and suddenly it's Hammer under there.
What motive could Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that is right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What is that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out of blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs, in self-defense.
What is that now?
Oh gosh, okay. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Okay. Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. Oh, she broke her stick. I mean, she shouldn't have been smoking in court anyway. That's a really bad thing to be doing, I think. So, you did it, didn't you? Oh, yes. Yes, I'm guilty. Oui, monsieur. It was me. So, she's guilty of manslaughter. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What has happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Right, okay, so the murderer was the dead man all along. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Yay! Wait, so we finished without a murderer. Although I guess she's guilty of manslaughter at this point.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
it appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found was only natural. Not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
Not guilty! Hooray! We managed to do it at last! Good job, Will. We saved your butt.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, we did really well. That came out much better than I thought it would. Okay, what do we got to say for yourself, Will?
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. Bad enough that he wants to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Hammer want to blame me?
No evidence. I think it was probably... Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... I think it was this scrapbook. It was because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was a Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was just used to acting in a kid's show, and was the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. Congratulations, WP.
Oh, me. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
Oh no!
Oh, is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth.
Everyone's grumpy. Say something, Edgeworth. I mean, right. I'm not good at small talk.
Huh?
What?
That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stepped in.
Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Are those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. Listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
Well, that was a little bit sadder than I should have been, right?
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess.
Huh?
Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Twinkle, twinkle backstory. And so the curtain closed on yet another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accent from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change, and they went back to making kid shows again. Pink Princess! Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world's ready for the real Mr. Will Powers. Aww, it all came out nicely in the end though, and we managed to get through another trial without a single issue this time too, so I did really well. Episode 4! Turnabout Goodbye. Well, that went very well, everybody. I'm very glad I got to the end of that trial. I think I might take a little break from the Phoenix Wrights for a little bit, but let me know if you want to see some more, because, yeah, I'd love to record some more of them. But until then, take care, everyone, and bye-bye!